this technical demonstration, we're going to go through the installation process of authentication and privilege elevation. Now, I've already downloaded the Centrify Server Suite software from the website, and as you can see, once launched, you'll have an initial getting started dialog box because you can install multiple components of the Centrify Infrastructure Services or Zero Trust Privilege solution. The one that we're going to focus on in this technical demonstration is authentication and privilege. So we'll go ahead and click on that option. Now you'll notice that Microsoft SQL Server Compact 4.0 is required for the sudoers import feature in Centrify Access Manager. Now this was previously incorporated into the Centrify Deployment Manager, which is no longer a part of the Server Suite application installation. So since it's been incorporated into the Access Manager and we want to take advantage of that feature, we'll go ahead and click Yes to install the SQL Server Compact version. And now, as you can see, this is going to be a very traditional installation wizard for the Centrify Management Services applications. So we'll go ahead and click Next, and we'll agree to the terms of the license agreement. We'll now need to provide the registered user information. This will be a username and a company name. Now, by default, it will take the logged in user or the current user and populate that username. Alex Foster, or A Foster in this case, is a domain administrator, so we'll leave that intact, but we will go ahead and add in our company name. And we'll click Next. Now the next step is to select our product components. Keep in mind, this is a suite of applications. We don't have to install everything at the initial installation point. We can install them later if we choose to. In some cases, we can install certain features on other systems. We'll go ahead and expand on this just to touch on the specific features. Under the administration, we're going to have Active Directory users and computers, property page extensions, the Access Manager, which is a requirement in order for us to manage Centrify, Group Policy Management Editor extensions, which we will need later in this training, and then, of course, the Access module for PowerShell. That'll be used for scripting. The Centrify utilities will include a password synchronization extension, the zone provisioning agent, which again we'll see later in this training, and a Kerberized version of PuTTY. Now the last two options that you see here are the licensing service and reporting services. Now we're not going to make any changes for this installation. We're going to leave it as the default. We will come back and configure reporting services later as we move forward into this training. So we'll go ahead and click Next. Next, we'll need to identify the destination folder or storage folder for the software. And of course, we have the option to create a desktop shortcut for Access Manager. We'll go ahead and click Next, leaving all the defaults intact. And now we can click Next to confirm all of our installation settings and go through the installation process. And now, as you can see, the installation of the Access Manager and the Server Suite applications we need for authentication and privilege elevation have been installed. Now, they still need some configuration, which we're going to go through in the next technical demonstration. The other option here is to configure Centrify reporting services. Now, we can configure it at this time. We're actually going to configure it later as part of that training module. So I'm going to uncheck that option, and we're just simply going to click Finish.